Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. We have very special guests in the building. We got ALTAM ACE in the building, special one. And we're gonna talk to him. We're gonna have a lot of great conversation today. You know what I mean? Subjects we're gonna talk about is gonna be very broad. You're gonna understand more about him, his background, where he come from, and from there, we'll see what you're gonna tell us. I don't know, so we're here to find out together. Okay, man. Welcome to the channel, man.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much.
Be part of our community. And we're gonna get to know you a little bit better.
100%.
So just tell us a little bit about your background. I would like where you from.
First of all, I want to say thank you for having me here, bro. It's a great platform that you guys do, and what you guys represent is amazing. So keep doing your thing, definitely. And yeah, I go by the name ALTAM ACE. Everybody know me, aka Alien Boy. Born and raised Gambian, based in Mali now. So yeah, man. Yeah,
you just not going past that. We just had this conversation a little bit. You said you're from Gambia. I thought you were Nigerian. The entire time I thought you were Nigerian. You know where the first time I met you, it was when you performed in this fashion thing you guys are doing in, what's it called, Burnie Road.
Oh yeah.
So I thought you were Nigerian. When I see you there, I say, oh, this guy, yeah, it's Nigerian. In my head, Nigerian. Yeah, man.
I feel like also with the music, kind of make people think otherwise. Because also I do R&B, but I also do Afrobeat.
Yeah.
Which is now currently I'm focusing more on the Afrobeat side. And I'm giving them, because I've just dropped my EP that just came out, Volume 1. So the Volume 1, I kind of give them more Afrobeat, and then Volume 2, I'm gonna switch it. So because I'm switching, the people are not seeing that side yet.
Oh, right.
So I think it makes sense. I get that a lot. People say, yeah, you're Nigerian. I'm like, I'll take it.
So I'm not the only one that thinks.
Yeah.
I'm not the only one that thinks that.
Nah, you're not the only one actually, which is crazy. So it's like it's something I'm used to. It's something that I've heard people say. I'm like, you know what? It's part of Africa, so
it's not a bad thing.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, that's the motherland, so I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it.
We African in general.
100%.
Just identify yourself just as a Gambian.
That's it, bro. That's it.
When it comes to your music, so when did you start making music? How did everything started, the process?
I feel like with music, I started quite younger. When I say younger, in terms of 2013, 2015 time. But the reason I was never into music, by the way. Music was never my interest. I was never a fan of music because my mom used to tell me, just shut up talking. Your voice is too deep. You can't sing. So I took that on board. Because obviously my mom, African moms, they're like, sorry, you're too loud. Don't talk. So I got used to it. It's like, okay, you know what? Fair play. I'll just leave music. You know what I mean? I'll focus on dancing. So I was more of a dancer. I was more into, entertainment. So you probably might have heard this thing called kankurang in Gambia.
The wheel kankurang.
I used to wear it. So we used to,
really?
Yeah, bro.
No way. Right?
Yeah, I used to do Zimba. I used to do kankurang. I used to be all into these things, And then there's another one called hunting, the one with the long animal face. Yeah, I used to wear all these things, bro. Young. So music was not a thing for me until.
No way you used to be kankurang, man. I went to that traditional part.
Yeah, that's where I'm from, bro. Because in my culture, I'm Jola. Like I'm proper Jola. Yeah. So, but when I tell people I'm Jola, they're like, no, you don't look Jola. You look Fulani.
Yeah.
Because of my skin color.
Yeah.
So I'm like, no, my last name is Tamba. I was born Jola. My whole family, everyone is Jola. So. When I tell people like, oh, we actually went to that direction. Yeah, I grew up in that direction. I know kankurang. I used to put on all these things, bro.
So basically, growing up, you don't even used to listen to music, or you used to listen to music, but you just know
the music I used to listen to more. It was more Senegalese, like Youssou, Titi, all those people, Senegal. Those are the type of music because you hear it in weddings.
Yeah.
So when you go to weddings, people are playing this song. You're like, okay, I like this. I'll jam to it.
I like Youssou. Yeah, I like Youssou.
Youssou is
where I'm from, the people listen to Youssou a lot. Yeah.
But most of West Africa, everyone listens to Youssou. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like even Nigeria, they actually got adopted to it. They like his music.
What's your favorite Youssou song?
Selling.
I like the 7 days.
Oh yeah, 7 days is good.
7 days.
7 days is good. Is it 7 days? He did Silent before.
Because that 7 days is mixed with English a little bit. Like
yes. I feel like it kind of like you could kind of relate to it more because it has that open part where it speaks English and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But Selling is pure, is core Senegalese. Like it's called Wolof.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like and the instrument and I would say one day the drum. I would say one day I'm definitely gonna sample one of his songs because I've been a big fan.
Man, you should. It's culture.
It's culture.
Like, you grew up listening to that music.
100%.
You can sample like the beats and things like that, and then put your own like type of style.
100%,
He's definitely
100%.
it's gonna work out, man. If you do that.
It would.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that it's the right beat and the right message I'm trying to send to use his, because he's a very important person, and I feel like what he represents and what he has done for Senegal and Gambia is amazing. He does not perform Senegal without performing Gambia.
He's international.
He's gone. He's literally flying to places, and I'm so happy for him, man. You know.
So when did you realize you want to start making music? Then, since you started in your youth, like, you know, younger age, like, you know, not even into music like that. You just more like traditional stuff, doing and things like that. When did you realize, you know, I want to do music? And then I can do music as well.
Okay, it wasn't a thing where I just realized. I feel like it was a circumstance, a situation happened that led me to starting to make music. So I did X Factor experience. So I went X Factor in 2014.
Here?
Yeah, in Manchester. But I didn't go to perform. I didn't go to audition. Yeah. I went to support my sister. So my twin sister, I am a twin, by the way. I have a twin sister. Okay. So my twin sister was going to audition. She was more into music. So I was just supporting as a brother. Because I was into dancing, they were doing this thing outside. This was at the cricket ground, I think. Yeah, in Manchester here.
Okay.
And they were doing this dancing thing where people come and dance and people come and showcase what they do, whatever the case is, just to entertain the people. And there was like thousands of people. Yeah. So I wasn't interested. I said, nope, I wasn't interested because the crowd was too big for me. It's not me. I was still young, you know what I mean? So I was like, I think I was 17, 18, yeah. So I said, fair play. I'll watch it, but I'm not going to go in it. My sister was the one that was shouting out my name, said, he's a singer, he's a dancer, get him on. So before you know, all eyes now starting to focus on me. The host came and said, okay, I'm coming on stage. So because I was just a freestyle dancer, nothing was interesting for me. I was like, okay, cool, I'll get on stage. And then I got on stage, bro. My nerve was just going all over the place. So I could have messed up.
Yeah, go super nervous straight away.
They played one song of Beyonce, Who Run the Wall, that song. The moment they put that song, I felt like it was just the adrenaline. I forgot people were around. I completely forgot there were no people around me. And the next thing you see, I just started freestyling. I was just dancing randomly, just doing anything. Bro, I'm hearing the crowd going crazy, bro. I said...
That was a feel.
It's a feeling that I've never felt. The last time I felt this feeling was the last time I performed at the O2, not long ago. So it was a different feeling. And I thought, wait, this is something.
It's good, yeah.
So I was dancing, finished dancing. Now the crowd was going crazy. And before you know, the producer was like, do you sing? I was like, nah, I don't sing, bro. What do you mean sing? I'm a dancer. I don't do music.
Yeah.
It's like, how about try and sing? I was like, I think about my mom. My mom said my voice is too deep, so I'm not singing. And they were like, no, try it. What song do you like? And there was this group of boys in America called Mindless Behavior.
Okay.
And there were, I think, four or five of them. They were young. They were literally making music. They were blowing. And I liked their music. So there was this song, oh my God, she loved me. So this is a song that I always knew.
Yeah.
So I listened to that song. So I said, I'll perform that song. Bro, I performed that song. These people told me, yes, you're gone in. I said, what do you mean, yes, bro? I'm not a singer. What do you mean, yes? They're like, yeah, you've gone to the next stage. I'm like, so like that? They're like, yeah.
You'd even psych yourself to do it, but you just, you know.
It wasn't, bro. It was just like that. And I was like, say no more. Then I started thinking into music.
Yeah.
But my mom was a musician.
Was she?
Yes. So because after the experience, she was going to studios, I was just following her. So I wanted to see what that path is. Before you know, I started recording my own songs. And the first song I ever recorded was Chris Brown, 10 of the Music. I did a cover. But it was shit. You don't want to listen to it. It's bad.
No, but I still
No.
I still want to listen to it. Because, you know, obviously, you know the difference from your first song, the first song you recorded.
100%.
Now, you know what I mean? The difference,
100%.
like, you know. So what would you say, like, in terms of, like, African music, you know, music your parents used to listen to? Because we already know, back home, even though back home, at home, we know our parents would be listening to the music they listen to during their time, the youth, you know, the time they used to go out. How do you think that shaped the style of music you make?
I feel like in terms of shaping my sound, I try to adopt a lot from back home. I always say this, and I always have this mentality, is that I never forget where you come from, because once you forget where you come from, you never know where you're going. So I always try to adopt. I've even said to my mom, I said, I'm definitely, one day when I get to that point where I can actually bring you on, I want to bring you on stage and we perform together. Like she's trying to stop music now. But I said to her, I understand the situation now, but you gotta get back to it. Your people, she's very good. But in terms of her sound, I feel like it's the culture of the Gambia. And because she's a Jola culture, she's very into the Jola depth. So I try to take more of that in my sound and put it in, and it's looking good. It's looking, especially on my next coming EP, the volume 2.
Yeah,
you're gonna.
We're still gonna talk a little bit more about the one that just come out. Okay, you're gonna tell us a little bit more. About it. But like in all the songs that you dropped out, or all the tracks you put out, which one do you say is your favorite so far?
Ooh, that's tough. The thing is,
I'm sure there's one like
there's one. There's one that touched. But the thing is, every song has different part of my story. Yeah. So it's like I can tell you this one, but it only touched one part of my story, and that one touched a different part of my story. But if we're talking about the songs I've dropped so far, I feel like this EP has been the best sound I've released in years, right? And the songs that I would say that touch me in a different way is gonna be "Don't Do That." There's a song called "Don't Do That."
I've not listened to that
so
one.
You're gonna have to listen to
your song. I thought you was gonna say one of the songs I have in my mind.
Which songs do you have?
I really like is "Money."
No way! You like Money?
I like Money, and I like the video as well. Like it looks very original. Do you know what I mean?
Say swear.
Yeah, Money was fire.
Do you know Money was supposed to be just a freestyle?
But that one is fire because it got that piano vibe into it as well.
Yeah,
so Money's one of my favorite for sure.
Actually, I'm not gonna lie, that got me on fire. I didn't know you like Money. I didn't know people like Money like that.
But people never told you about the Money?
No, they do. The thing is, with Money, I've never guessed it. It was more of like, okay, I'm giving them something while the EP is coming. So it wasn't a thing where it's like, we need to put time into it, we think about it. No, it was more like, just for the fans.
The flawless, those that came like, without effort.
I know.
There's those the one that bangs more.
I know. People, people say this, and sometimes I'm like, that's true. That's true. There's other songs like, I like Question is also another one. Activate My Love is also a good song. Like the songs are just amazing, and every song has different sides.
I like the one you did. The one he put it out on probably 8 years ago. The one like he's talking on the phone with a girl. They say, "Oh yeah, we finished now." That was cool too. It was old song. It was old song.
This guy is hitting me.
Yeah, like.
This guy is taking me back. Now I respect that. You really did your homework.
If I'm in trivia, obviously I don't have anybody to go and ask questions about. You need to go to understand.
But I'm gonna tell you just a second. I'm gonna have to tell you this. This is smart. This is amazing what you're doing, because you could have just said, okay, cool. It's just another artist I'm interviewing, or just another guest. You took your time. You did your research, because you were sending me back. You're sending me way back, and it's like it's amazing. It's crazy because. Yeah, we can go back, bro. That's mad. Yeah. 8 years.
It was 8 years.
That's a funny story.
That was a funny story. The song was alright. Because you're gonna
tell I know. Friend zone? Yeah. Oh, bro, that's crazy, man. I was friend zoned, bro.
But did that actually happen though? Did it happen?
Yeah.
So it's a real story.
Yeah. So I got friend zoned. Yeah. So, but the thing is, sometimes people do try to hide. With me, my music, I try to speak on how I feel. I don't try to put a facade. I don't want people to think I have this life, or I'm living this life, or my life is just this perfect. No. Sometimes I do have days where it's just like I just can't be asked of anything.
Yeah.
And I put it in my songs. So with that, it was such an embarrassing moment. That's why I'm laughing, because it's like I didn't thought you bring that up, because you're bringing that up. That's crazy.
No, but it's still out. It's still out there. So, but it's like I didn't know it was a personal experience, something you went through. But obviously, like it's good for you to be able to that's what good thing about artists. Sometimes they get inspiration through the life experience, things they go through, and then they just put that into
100%.
music. And sometimes that music gonna pop.
100%. 100%.
But yeah, you say you got new projects, like you just put out. Gonna tell us about a little bit more about this project.
Oh, this volume 1?
Yeah.
Do you know what? The volume 1, it's exciting.
Obviously, another one is coming.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the other one that's coming is going to be different. That's what the thing is. I don't think people are aware of that, but I'm trying to make it as different as possible and get more serious people into it. Get writers into it. Because at the end of the day, I write my own songs, but more times, sometimes having different mindset and different ideas from people, it takes the project to a different level. 100%. So I'm open to that. So I've been working on some new sounds, and they're looking quite interesting. Very interesting. Remember that concurrent thing I was telling you?
Yeah.
There's some instrumental that are looking amazing in there. And
you say it's gonna sound very cool.
Oh yes. We're going back. Yeah. We're going back. I just said we're just taking it back.
Yeah.
We're going right back. Honestly, it's
looking amazing. Is there any collaborations in there as well?
There would
from
be, yes.
collaborating with
There's
the
already
artist?
two. I can't name them because it has to be
of course.
confirmed.
Yeah.
You know, but there's two. There's two collaborations that I'm very excited for the world to see, and I'm very excited for the world to hear. And we're also planning and looking forward. Hopefully, we shoot a music video for it, and so that people can see a different side of ALTAM ACE with collaboration. Because most of the time, I'm really not very. I'm a very artist of like, okay, I can do both voices. I don't need a future. But it's on the other side, in the business side, it's good.
It's good because you be able to get that people fan base as well.
100%.
And you get your fan base. You know, that's what people grow in music. You know what I mean?
100%.
You see the biggest artists, they still do collaboration because you never know. Like,
you just never know.
I was talking to one person I interviewed like a couple of episodes ago. I was telling like, imagine if it's like you have a lot of African fan base. If it's somebody from the UK making a collaboration with you, having a collab with you, you're probably gonna gain another fan base from back home because they're gonna like the song. You know what I mean?
100%.
Because you did a song together, they listen to the music, they're gonna go and research that guy and then check him out, see if he got good songs as well. If the song is good, then that's why you grow as an artist as well.
Yeah.
But so in 5 years' time, where do you see yourself?
Oh, in 5 years' time, I wanna be able to sell out my own headline shows. I feel like doing a headline show is something that I've always wanted to do, but I wanted to make sure I do it the right time.
Yeah.
Have my own show where I can be able to sell tickets, and then people will be able to come and support the shows, and be able to do. I want to be able to actually do good big collaborations with some of my favorite artists in the UK and international, and also back home in Gambia, because there's some good artists in Gambia that are doing well, and I've always wanted to work with them. So everything I do believe in timing, and I feel like in the next 5 years, hopefully, if I'm still alive.
No, you'll be
most importantly,
you'll be alive. You'll be alive, and then you'll be popping. You'll be seeing you going to one of the biggest stadiums in the UK to do your concert.
Thank you so much,
man. Make sure you invite me. I want to be there too.
Of course. No, bro, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Definitely want to be there too. Do you know what I mean? In 5 years' time,
100%.
I want to make sure you invite me for your show when you the biggest stadium.
And you're gonna be interviewing bigger artists at the back as well.
Exactly.
So, you know what I mean?
Hopefully, get to that position too when I be able to get access to
hopefully,
the big artists as well.
Hopefully.
Live, we've been alive for some time already. Like I'm grown. I'm on my early 30s now. I don't look it, but I'm on early 30s.
Swear.
Yeah, I'm on the early 30s now.
So, bro, you doing good with that one.
But go gym, eat healthy, a lot of salad.
Yeah,
veggies,
bro.
So, I'm on it.
Bro, well done.
What would you say you learned about life during this time you've been alive? What's the biggest lessons you learned?
Oh, that's a good question.
Amina's All Hairdresser. If you want to get your hairs done, check it out on Instagram and then book your appointment. Boy and girls, don't miss this opportunity.
The biggest lesson I've learned through this journey that I'm doing is trusting people too quick. I've learned that to not trust so super early and super quick, because I'm a person, I've took this from my mom, and I've always said this. Sometimes I said to my mom, I hate that I'm too nice. She said, you cannot hate yourself for being too nice, because at the end of the day, some people are just they're not good to be around you, and God takes them out of your way. And for that, don't always doubt yourself that you're good. Always be good, always be the person you are.
100%.
And the wrong people are always going to leave out your way. And if it's a journey that you're chasing, you keep going, and no matter what, you get to the top. So being trustworthy, I think that's one thing I've learned to kind of not stop, but also kind of restrict a bit, not give too much too quick. And that's to do with friendship, relationships, etc. So trust.
That's a good lesson. Trust. That is important. Obviously, you want to be around people that they want you good.
100%.
Those they just want to take. There's people want to give. Sometimes just there's a little support. Do you know what I mean?
100%.
Genuine support. You want genuine support from.
It's rare to get genuine. It's rare. A lot of people just want me. It's just but sometimes it's good to just say, actually, not me this time. You.
It's you. Yeah, exactly. That's important.
And yeah. 100%.
We get back to the style of music you making. You focusing on R&B and Afrobeat, but now I know you more as an Afrobeat now. To be honest,
let's go with that.
I want to see more R&B. Since you do R&B too, I want to see the R&B coming off as well.
100%.
Dropping the next
volume 2
that's coming. At least put one or two songs in R&B in there.
Yeah.
But what do you think is attracted people from Afrobeat type of songs? Because Afrobeat it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger
and better.
Why do you think it attracts people in Afrobeat?
From my point of view, and from what I see, I believe that the reason why people do like Afrobeat and listen to Afrobeat because it makes them move. It makes them forget about what is actually happening.
Yeah.
Because when something makes your body move, you want to actually you allowed it to actually make your body move, makes you feel different, makes you feel like you're in a different dimension compared to what you are. Because right now, we all know the world we live in now is too effed up. There are a lot of things are happening.
It is.
So people always find a way to, what can they use to escape from reality? You know, and I feel like Afrobeat is there for a reason. And this is what Afrobeat is doing. It brings joy to people's faces. It brings memories. It makes people, you know, do things that they enjoy with Afrobeat. And that's one of the reasons why I like creating Afrobeat.
Yeah.
You know, I don't create things because of trending, but I create things because of how it makes me feel.
Yeah.
And I relate to Afrobeat, and I feel like Afrobeat is music for Africa. You know what I mean? The whole Africa is music for Africa. There's a reason why it's called Afrobeat.
Definitely. Yeah. Which one do you think you represent Africa more now at the moment? Amapiano or Afrobeat?
Ooh.
Because both
Both of them, you know,
both like, you know, they're like this.
Yeah.
Amapiano is, you know,
the thing is, we have to give credit to Amapiano, because if you think about it, Amapiano just came 2 years ago.
Just before COVID.
Before COVID,
so
for them to come out at this moment and be doing amazing, like the sound of Afrobeat, Amapiano, sorry, it touches it jiggles your body. I don't know how the word to use it. You know what I mean? It makes you feel something. It makes you move a little bit wild. You go crazy. So I have to give them credit. They're actually doing amazing. And I think right now, this is their time to do what they have to do. And the thing is, Afrobeat is always backing it. Because if you look at it, a lot of Afrobeat artists are actually jumping into Amapiano.
Yeah, they so a few Amapianos as well.
It's like brothers and sisters that are just going in the same route. You know?
100%. So who's your favorite Afrobeat artist right now?
Afrobeat artist? Oh, I've got a few. But
he's gonna name the name, but don't get me wrong. It doesn't mean he doesn't want to collab with you. Even if you call a different name, he still want to collab with you. Okay? Let him be.
And I'm always speaking, and I'm only picking this person because of because of their personality and what they present. At the end of the day, every Afrobeat artist do have something interesting about themselves and what they share. Yeah. But I do like this person's music because I feel like they're very. I got to meet them in person, so. Exactly. So I'm picking this person because I've met them in person and I know what they do and what they share. And the person is Davido. I like Davido's music. I can relate to his sound. I feel like in terms of what he says in his story and stuff, that's something that I feel like I can relate to a lot. I like Burna Boy as well. And I
say one name. You can name.
I see what he's doing there. You see what he's doing there, guys. Like, I'm trying, but it's hard to just pick one though if you think about it.
No,
it's hard.
I know it's hard.
Because I like Wizkid.
That's why I'm asking the question, but I'm telling them as well. You know, it doesn't mean he doesn't want to work with you. He still loves you. But
I love all of them.
Right now, this is where you fuck with, right?
I love all of them. I love listen, I'm excited to work with them. And for me, it's most important. I want the Gambian sound to be not just in Gambia. You see, the way Afrobeat is going, I want, Gambia, Guinea's sound to be out of Guinea and just go international. Because I feel like we've got sounds that it's different to everything else, but in order for that to come out, we need to push it out. And we as Gambian have to, or we as Guinea-Bissau now, we as other countries in Africa need to allow ourselves to be collaborating with people outside.
There's one good song that came out from Guinea-Bissau that went viral.
What's it called?
Damana Fasifama.
I know that. Do you know what? Before we start, I wanted to play that song.
Damana Fasifama.
Fiji. Fiji. I was literally gonna play it before because when you're setting up, I was literally about to play it, but I said obviously I'm just doing my stuff. But I listened to that.
That guy representing my country, man. Come on, keep going. What's his name, man? MC Chabaco, keep going. Keep doing what you're doing.
There's another guy. There's another guy. I can show you his name. I might not remember his name, but is this one guy? He has dreads. And he's from your country as well. And he does a lot of traditional music. And he's really good. He does traditional, but he also does... He lives in Portugal. But he goes...
Aswan. He could be Aswan.
The name is dark. Is darker skin. Darker skin. And he's a bit buff in terms of you can say he goes gym.
Yeah.
And he has dreads, I think.
I don't know what this is. But
after I'll show you. I'll tell you. So I'm very big on... like that because I do study and I read a lot about back home stuff,
But in Africa, people in my generation, like a lot of us grew up and I listened to hip hop because Afrobeat wasn't popping back then.
100%.
It's traditional music and hip hop. But do you think now the youth, people that are growing up, the new generation, they like, they see Afrobeat more as an example to follow or hip hop still? Obviously, like you've been living, in the UK for a long time. But what do you think? How do you see you know, the new generation seeing Afrobeat comparing to hip hop? Because we used to listen to hip hop a lot.
I feel like hip hop is not what it used to be.
So you're taking over, Afrobeat taking over.
Oh yeah, I feel like because the only hip hop artists you can literally name hip hop artists that are actually doing impact in the hip hop culture.
Yeah.
You can name them with your fingers, but it's not as much as you can name them with Afrobeat. Afrobeat, there's a lot of, you know, artists coming on because they're looking into that. They said, okay, I feel accepted doing this. In America, you don't. Some of the artists don't feel accepted because it's a different, you know, accent with to do with the accent, with to do with the culture. So I would say Afrobeat, 100%. 100%. I like hip hop.
You know, I get what you're saying, but I think the reason why we're seeing that is because we know Afrobeat is killing it out.
100%.
If you go to America, it's still different. They still listen to Afrobeat, but they
still listen. That's the thing.
Culture is still like, you know.
That's the thing. So with America, there's still, because with America, you can still be in America and still listen to hip hop as much.
Yeah.
But you know, with Afrobeat, where any artist, anybody from different culture can actually hit into, like for instance, look at Chris Brown. Chris Brown can jump on an Afrobeat and kill it.
Yeah.
But it's like with an Afrobeat jump into an American sound, it's always questionable. It's people always want to like, you're not from here, so you know. And I'm looking at it in that aspect where it's like now the Afrobeat, the hip hop artists, it's just too much. It's either violent or it's just sexuality too much showing, and I don't think it represents. I don't think it's something that people should look up to. But in terms of the sound, in terms of the culture in America, everybody still loves that hip hop.
That's true.
You know,
you're right about
you cannot take the style, you cannot take that away from hip hop.
100%. I still listen to a lot of hip hop. But I listen to R&B is my favorite genre.
Oh yeah,
R&B is my favorite genre. I still but now.
Who's your favorite hip hop artist?
Hip hop artist. I like Kanye. Kanye is my favorite artist.
You got a good choice there, though.
Kanye, I got like Kanye, but when it R&B, it's Chris Brown. I listen to Chris Brown a lot as well.
Oh yeah,
Chris Brown is there.
Okay.
Hip hop, Kanye West, it's in different things.
And, Kanye West, is it till today?
He's still very relevant. Yeah, to me, it's still.
But that's good. You got.
You know what? You know the reason why? It's not just I love his music, but also we have the same birthday.
So I swear.
Me and Kanye, we have the same birthday, so that's why. Like everything he does, I follow. Then you know that thing's still there.
Yeah.
Until today.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. I mean, the thing is with Kanye West, I like Kanye West music. But I didn't grow up listening to Kanye West. I don't know why. Something about me is still Lil Wayne. Something about what's his name again? Busta Rhymes. I still listen to Busta Rhymes. Yeah, Busta. You know. Good, yeah. And in terms of hip hop, yes, Chris Brown is on my top. But I'm always been Neo, Chris Brown, Usher.
I like Neo too. I like Neo.
People do say I look like Neo. I'm like, well, I don't see it.
You do a little bit.
I don't see it. That's what I'm saying.
Now you said it. Now I see it.
But the thing is, I didn't want to say it, but because we talked about our hip R&B, and I said, well, I don't see it.
No, you do. You do a little bit.
Guys, let us know if we actually do look like it.
There's some similarities on there. Like
I want to know.
There's a little
He's saying that I look like him, but I don't think I do. But yeah, let us know. But if I do as well, it's a compliment. So thank you. I don't have a bald head though.
You do it. Yeah. That's why he wears that hat all the time. But he never leaves that hat.
He never leaves that hat. But that's his style as well. He's an amazing artist.
People identify him with those hats now. Do you know what I mean? If you see Neo, you can see that hat straight away.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But like you making music for a long time now. Since like, you know, the X Factor thing you went to. So far, what would you say is your favorite performance that you did in this all time you've been making music?
Can I say more than one, or do I have to say one?
You can mention more than that.
Okay, well, I feel like with performance, every time is different, you know? And it's also different in terms of locations and how people actually interact with me. And I feel like I'll pick interaction with audience than just me on stage, you know? So I would say X Factor experience has always going to be number one.
Yeah.
And I would say the day I performed and I opened for Diamond Platinum on the show that I did not long ago.
I wanted to go to that one, man.
You didn't?
I was working. I didn't.
You didn't?
I didn't. I wanted to.
Damn, bro, that was fire. He killed that.
Imagine it was. Diamond Platinum is big in Africa.
Yes.
The guy is
he's amazing. His music, like people do have things wanted to say, but trust me, I like his sound. I think he's amazing, and he's amazing art. He's an amazing person.
It is. He's a dancer too.
Exactly. He's a
really good dancer,
yeah. That Diamond Platinum performance that I did there, those are my top two, and I always forever cherish them.
100%. That's good. So what's the biggest sacrifice that you made for you to be able to make music? You know, there's a lot of things you have to leave behind for you to focus in music? Obviously, you're doing your things on the side.
Yeah.
But what would you say, like, you know, is a big something you sacrifice yourself to just to be able to be music?
I feel like with my life, I've sacrificed a lot because after I've decided the moment I've decided to do music, I've never backed down. I've never gone, oh, actually, it's not for me.
Yeah.
Because I got to the point where I've seen a vision and I've seen there's this clear, I can literally clear picture. I've dreamed about it.
Yeah.
I've literally seen it in my head and I know it's possible. So
Manifestation.
I'm
Come on.
in a next level, bro. I'm not even lying, bro. It's crazy when I say this, but sometimes I do believe my dream even scares me because I can see the next where I can be in the level where people would know, okay, this is different. We've not got this difference.
Yeah.
So we want this more of a difference. So, and in order for me to do that, I need to make sure that I perfect my ground first before I get to that level. And I know it's coming, but God timing is the perfect timing because when it comes, I might be thinking I'm not ready, but I am ready.
That's good, man. That's,
you know? But to say what I sacrificed, I've lost a job because of that. I had to pick a job. I had to leave a job for a show. I had to lose friends for shows. I had to lose friends because of music.
Yeah.
So I've sacrificed a lot. I've sacrificed my time. I've sacrificed my health to an extent to make sure that certain things have gone the way they're supposed to go. I've accepted certain decisions in my life because I knew that's the only thing that I can do at this point to allow what meant for me will come for me.
Yeah.
And that's really it.
But that sacrifice has to be made. If you really want to follow your dream, there's a lot of things that you need to leave behind. It could be friendship, it could be family, it could be, like you said, job as well, because like you want to make it.
100%.
And they could give you a shift when you have an opportunity to go and perform to, like, you know, a big show.
It was worth it.
I'm going to say to my boss, you know what, like, I'm sorry, I can't come today. Or I'm going to call sick. This is UK, you know?
It was worth it.
The UK, you can call sick.
And mine was last minute, so I couldn't call sick.
Yeah.
So I had to walk out. I came back the next day, they said the job is gone. I said, fair play.
It is what it is.
I already made the decision, you know what I mean?
It happened. When it happened,
But I would advise to anybody to, you know, I don't want to advise anyone to just leave their job like that, but you got to have backups.
If you have to do it, I'm telling you.
He's telling you, not me.
You do it.
He's telling me, not me.
It's important to you. You want to make it. You got to do it. Some decisions has to be made.
I ain't saying shit. He said it. So not me. But yeah, just do it the right way. Because the thing is, what happened after the aftermath will hit him.
Yeah.
Because the aftermath was like, okay, cool. You're going to have to get another job. You need to get reference.
That's true. But it depends how long you've been in that place for as well.
It's like 2 years.
Yeah, it is what it is. The decision been made already. No,
I'm good now.
Yeah.
I'm good now. Thank God.
Yeah, exactly.
We're good. But it's a sacrifice that would I go back and do it again? Yes. Would I do it differently? Yes.
It's worth it.
Because it was.
Exactly.
That's the one. It's the connection that I wanted to get, and I got the connection from that.
So now, what can we expect from you? Like, you know, the next couple. Cause obviously, like, you have the Volume 2 coming out.
100%.
So what kind of genres, what kind of style we can expect from you, like in general, you know, so we can stay tuned in. Fans gonna stay tuned in. I'm gonna stay tuned in and then listen. You know,
I've been very excited to actually let people know about this one. I feel like it's gonna be different. Number one, and there's gonna be a lot more of me in terms of because I feel like the Volume 1 I showed what I'm capable of, but this time around I want to give them a bit more of me. And when I mean me, my sound. There's gonna be a lot of R&B. There's gonna be a lot of pop.
Yeah.
Right. There's also gonna be some Afrobeat. Don't get me wrong. But it's also going to be a lot of dancing because as I said, I was a dancer before music.
Yeah.
So I will showcase more of that. I will show my talent more to the people. I feel like people probably just took me as the artist I am, just the artist.
Yeah.
But I want them to know that I'm just not the artist, but I'm also a performer.
Yeah.
And I've realized, like, this is how confident I am because in whole Manchester, in whole the UK, there's not a lot of artists that sing and dance.
No, very few.
So, and if you have to do, you need to make sure you do it top notch. I don't even know any, to be honest. There you go. So that's what I'm saying. So it has to be top notch. And in order to do it, you need to make sure you have to be fully focused, ready to go. So that's why I'm excited for this new one, for the next EP, Volume 2.
Guys, we're going to have to wait for Volume 2. It's coming up.
Alien Boy, Volume 2.
Definitely coming up. It's coming up. So we're going to be waiting for that, you know, Volume 2 to come in. And then we're
100%.
Excited. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. 100%. Now, I just want you to leave a message for, like, you know, what kind of lesson you can, one thing you can give us and to also, like, you know, public people that listen to us.
I feel like right now, especially with what's going on in the world right now, the only message I can let people know is be nice. I think being nice is one thing that people don't seem to know how to do.
Yeah.
People know what being nice means, but people don't know how to be nice to people. And I think we all live in a world where we all are equal. Treat one another the same with respect. Treat everyone with the same love. At the end of the day, we are all human. We all here for one reason, and one reason only is to survive this life. So be nice to your next person. Be nice to your neighbors, because at the end of the day, that's the only thing we have. And be hopeful in life. And if you have a dream, you better keep chasing that, because you never know tomorrow. So yeah. Love from ALTAM ACE.
Be nice, people. Like, you know, we're finishing this episode. It was a great talking to you, man. You know,
Lusky,
I appreciate you.
Thank you so much for having me,
our
man.
community, man. You know, it was a great conversation. I love talking to you.
Amazing.
I definitely want to see, like, you know, this volume 2 dropping out.
It's coming. It's coming. I know we have a volume 2 meeting. We're gonna have a volume 2 podcast, and we're gonna talk about it more.
Volume 2 come out. We're gonna be here again. You know, we're gonna talk about this
100%.
volume 2. We're gonna talk about the track. I'm gonna make sure I listen to all of them.
Oh yeah, you.
So
will.
I can, you know,
Please
I can give my opinion.
I can introduce you to No Competition. Let me introduce you to the EP with No Competition. So start with No Competition and you go down.
Okay.